We made it, baby. We made it. The fuck. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody that made it. My bitch didn't make it. Rest in peace, Betty White. Rest in peace. Sis, sis held it down to the 31st. She couldn't make it to the 2022. That's all right, though, Betty. That's all right. Because January 17th, I'm going to get lit. I'm going to get lit for Betty White B-Day. Do you hear me? She'd have been 100. Let me explain something to y'all. You may not understand, or you may not be aware of, like, my sheroes. Now, the first one that left me in 2021 was Cicely Tyson. So, at this time, Betty got the torch. She going. She going. You feel what I'm saying? She going. Because she older than Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson died in 92. So, yeah. 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 You know what I'm saying? Betty was already 98, 99. You know? She was already doing that. And people may not understand, oh, she was a white woman and she was a white lady. Why you give a fuck about that white bitch? Let me tell you something about that white bitch. Betty loved us. Betty loved black people. Betty hung out with some of the most thoroughest niggas in the game. Check tape. You ain't never heard Betty. Betty probably could say nigga to niggas. Because niggas, especially if they out somewhere and they being dumb, Betty probably be like, nigga, sit your ass down. You feel what I'm saying? She looked like she would say that, nigga, sit your ass down. That's what you do. Betty was gangster. Betty White was almost 100 years old. She done seen some shit now. Betty caught a lot of flack from the Caucasian community because of the privileges she allowed black people to have in her presence. Check tape. Betty White was a motherfucker. I bet you, and the bitch looked like she shoot dice too. She looked like she was shooting dice. She was out there with the Rat Pack, clagging out in Vegas, smoking cigars, talking big shit. Betty White seemed like a force to be reckoned with. And I'm glad to, Betty, thank you for being a friend. That's the best way I can put it. Because Betty White was the first white lady that I really respected on TV. And that's from a little girl. Because I watched her on the Murray Tyler Moore show. I've always been a Betty White fan. Because for one, she was beautiful. But the one thing that made her shine harder was her inner beauty. She got her paper. She got her paper. You know what I mean? But you're not going to disrespect black people in her presence. You're going to put some respect on your shit in Betty White presence. So, yes. And out of all these years, you ain't never heard no shady shit about Betty. You ain't never heard nobody talking about, yeah, Betty White, she's shunning people, or, oh, she's using the N-word. No, fucking black people kept Betty close. That's what kept Betty alive almost a fucking 100 years. Because of that melanin. That melanin kept Betty alive. Think about it. Think about it. It was black people in her life. You feel me? It wasn't always about the Caucasian persuasion. It wasn't. Let me tell you something. Y'all do y'all research on Betty here. Do your research on her. And go on YouTube and see what her circle was like. Okay? Check tape on Betty White. But yeah. So, moving on. Long live Betty White. That is the original, the Golden Girl. Like, yeah, St. Olaf. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Betty. But we made it, guys. It's 2022. Is y'all sticking to y'all shit? What y'all said y'all was gonna do? I, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I haven't. I will though. Only thing, my thing of it is, I need to more woosah. I need to get back into my yoga. That's been, as the idiots say, my New Year's revolution. So just that one thing. That's it. Cause I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So never was a big super duper drinker. I was a social drink, you know what I mean? And we smoke that ganja, that's my shit. I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna fool it. I ain't gonna fake on it. That's my shit. I mean, hey, it's either that or beat bitches up a lot, and I'm too old for that now. So it's like, let me just go ahead and smoke this reefer and relax. You know, that's it. That's it. Ain't too much to that. And live life. hmm So, fuck is cracking. We made it. Like, I'm looking forward to this new year. I whenever the beginning of a new year starts, it always gives everyone the chance to feel like they can, start over fresh, take a new step in life, go in a different direction, hopefully for the better. And it's usually motivating towards positive shit. Um, some niggas is probably just like, all right, I don't want to go to jail this year. All right, well, nigga, stop selling drugs. Brother, yes, yes. I was aware of that. I have not been around there to see Kickapoo. I don't know what it's like. She told me Jerry's supposed to be coming up here. Like, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Like, it's been a rough one, brother. It's been a rough one. And that's Tracy Green for those that keep hearing me, because I've known Tracy most of my life. When he met me, I wasn't even 10 years old. I'm 45. That's a long ass time. You feel me? So yes, that's my brother. We live next door to each other forever. Five waters forever. You hear me? That look, you know, that was my girl. You know that was my girl. All the time. All the time. Duh. Let me tell you, yeah, your mother, I loved her so much. Cause she put up with me even when my own mama didn't feel like putting up with me. And that's real. I get mad at my mother and come sit on y'all porch. You know what I mean? I'm right next door, or at the end of the court. I ain't got to sit out in front of here. I'm going from his nucky shit. I ain't even playing with y'all. I'm out. I'm out. Tracy, they would never understand the shit that we done seen and been through. Like, listen, a lot. I seen a lot in my 45 years. Motherfuckers can say what they want about me, but I seen a lot from a little girl to a grown ass woman right now. And it ain't too many people in my life that I had genuine respect for. But Tracy, your parents, OJ too, your father and your mother always had the utmost respect out of me. Even when I wanted to act a fool, they understood why though. I've been saying that shit forever. Like, we deserve our own fucking mini series, Tracy. Like, somebody forward this. Anybody that really want an interesting series for Netflix, tell Netflix, call me, Almond. Call me. We have seen it all in that little 2 streets of Copeland and fucking Royal. Bywater Road is a motherfucker here. Please believe me. Like, Tracy, listen, I still, right to this day, me and Kid get drunk and laugh about the shit. Kid, if anybody see Kid Cully, a.k.a. Kid Hewlett, let her know. Bitch, we still don't know who chased our ass on Bywater Road coming from 7-Eleven back in 87. Bars, but that's real shit. Me, her, and Rosie was walking from fucking 7-Eleven, coming past Greenbrier, and got right there by that street. And I don't know, in between the motherfucking buildings, I don't know where the motherfucker came from. Nigga. Look, kid, we still ain't figured out who the fuck was chasing us. We was scared as a bitch. Like, my fat ass ain't never ran like that. We made it up that motherfucking hill, though. We made it top of that motherfucking hill. Kid, do you remember me, you, and Rosie by the time we got the second court? Talking about a nigga chasing us. A nigga chasing us. We couldn't breathe. But bitches was running talking about a nigga chasing us. I was 11 years old. 11 years old. My mouth was fucking 81 though. Good God. Like, I couldn't believe it. Remember, I kept saying, run, bitches. Rosie with them long ass legs, she was gone. Oh my God. Yeah, we was, kid. My ass was red as a beet by the time we got to the top of that motherfucking. I bitch needed some of that Kool-Aid my mama had in the refrigerator. I needed that Kool-Aid to bring me back around. Oh my God. Still ain't find that out. Crazy. Crazy. And another thing that always make people like the whole pool shit. Like, that shit is different. Exactly. It's different. It's different. It's different when you grow up with a swimming pool in your neighborhood. It's different. And most of the 95% of the time, you gonna know who the fucking lifeguard is. 95% of the time. Yes, the fuck we did, kid. Yes, we did. That's why I say, yo, if we need a fucking series. Y'all need to forward this shit. Y'all need to retweet this shit. Y'all, listen, tell Netflix to call me. I'm gonna get us right. I would direct. I would help write that bitch. Like, I done seen, like, how about this shit, kid? How about the night Nook got shot on Easter? About that shit. Out of no fucking where. Yeah. Girl, how about this? Listen, how about I tell Dookie every time I see her, thank you for letting us eat your snacks up. We used to fuck that kitchen up. I know I did. Give me my motherfucking Twinkies. Dookie know I'm coming to eat all the hostess shit. And Tank and Lila would let me. Long as everybody doing what they doing, just give me my snacks. And I'm good. Fucking right. Listen, that was my comfort place. The bitch, I was the original Baby D. I told her I knew all the bootleg snacks. All of them. Nigga. Because I'm fat. Like when I would open the box and you know how they be like, coming soon or whatever, the little insert, I read all that shit. All that shit. I still do that, right? I ain't lying. I keep a snack. But you know what though, kid? It wasn't like I was just sitting around and just eating that shit. It wasn't like, which I was doing something. Bitch, listen, we be stealing our brother bikes. We walking. Bitch, all right, I want to shout out Newtown 20. And I'm going to say this because I got a lot of love and respect for y'all Bamas. Especially that motherfucking Mikey Somerville, him and Blue, them was my niggas, yo. But real talk, 20 used to get me late all the fucking time. All the time. 20 is one of the reasons why I moved with my father. Couldn't fucking stay from down 20. Couldn't stay from down fucking 20. Yes. People would look. I tell my husband, I'll be like, yo, Rosie used to be fucking fun. Let me tell you, kid. Guess what I was thinking about us today? Us and that fucking New Edition routine. I heard any heartbreak in my mind. I can see all of us fussing who gonna be Ralph. I didn't give a fuck. I was Mike Bivens. I told y'all bitches all the time. All the time. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can argue for all that. I am Mike Bivens. Cause my nigga kept his motherfucking waves. Nigga, I respect being town. Shout out Boston. Shout y'all out. Mike Bivens, New Edition. Listen. Girl, you know, people didn't understand. To me, New Edition was life. Kid, do you remember how many times we watched that Can You Stand the Rain video when that bitch came out? Woo! Woo, child. The ghetto. All down Bywater. We didn't even have to leave the neighborhood to make the day lit. And people didn't understand that. Oh, hell yeah. Right to this minute. Ooh, baby, baby. My kids, they be like, look, if Miko little ass watching, listen, Kerwin daughter Miko, bitch, she thought, she said, you couldn't tell me you and your friends wasn't salt and pepper. She said, yeah, y'all knew all the, yes, the fuck we did. We kept our asymmetrics. We kept our motherfucking braids and our baskets, bitch. Remember we said to put the little napkins underneath them bitches? Oh my God. Listen. Yes. And I needed my high tops and my slouch socks. The fuck? Yes. Bitch, I kept Reebok in business through the 80s. If ain't nobody know how Reebok was still, but yes, on the equipment and shit. Bitch, I done learned how to turn the PA system on. I done, everything is hooked up. We live, baby. I ain't never blow us. We ain't never fucked nothing up. I ain't never blown no fuses. And all my levels was right. The fuck? Listen, it's a lot of shit I could have been doing at 11 years old instead of that. You hear me? A lot. That shit was fun though. We was out there living. Nigga, wasn't even supposed to be nowhere near Newtown 20. And then my mother mad as a bitch because she's like, and then your ass walking through them goddamn dark ass woods. I kept that pocket knife though. A bitch was gonna jump out. I was gonna poke they monkey ass. The fuck? I wasn't a dumb bitch. You wasn't gonna just take us, nigga. You would listen, kid. I told Al that story, bitch. He probably thought I was lying. That motherfucking spider, I swear to God, that bitch was as big as our hand. Bitch, and you and Rika pushed me up behind that door. I was so mad at y'all. Oh man. Yes. Just so had my scene that we in the mirror. Easter. Thinking we cute, checking out baby hairs and shit. Rika lay across the bed. Just as nice. That motherfucker said, boop, 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 boop. Listen, all of us, we missed that whole first set of steps. We jumped from the top straight down the landing. Girl, remember when Wham went in the fucking room? All you heard was him. God damn. Yeah, bitch. What I told him when we went downstairs, kid, bitch, you might have to go get your gun for that nigga. That bitch is huge. That is the biggest spot. That bitch looked like a tarantula. I had never seen a wood spider that fucking big, and that shit was dumb big. Yeah, he did. I wasn't sure if he was gonna make it though. Good God, I wasn't sure he was gonna make it though. Yeah, he murked that bitch. He did that. He used to be my hero. He did. Till he sold me out. Hey, where Bam at? You know, that's my mans and them. That's my big bro too. Yeah. Like, yo. And Mamas, kid, we could have been so much worse. We could have been so much worse. So much worse. Which I was scared to stay at my house after that. The fuck? Why you think I was always over your shit? Shit. I'd be right over there. That's why I had a drawer. Remember? Yeah, man. We did all right, man. We still here. You know what I'm saying? We, you know, we made it to the 90s. The 90s was trying to get us though, kid. The 90s was trying to take us off of here, and it usually was niggas attached to it. We had to dance our way out of that one and make it. And bitches are grewed up. You got husbands and things. You know what I mean? You got little bank accounts or whatever. That's dope, man. That is dope. So we wasn't supposed to do that. And we wasn't mothers at 15 and 16 years old either. And that's no disrespect. That's just a goal that we strive for that. We didn't want to be the norm. We didn't want to be what everybody else was doing. We didn't want to be that. You know? We may not have did exactly what everybody thought we should have did, but we damn sure didn't do that. You know? So we got it right. I'm happy that we done made it past 40. Like, shit. Because we know. Did not know. Did not know. But yeah, like, I don't know. I can't explain it to other people. Just that whole camaraderie with that community. Like, I don't know. It was different for me. I finally, even though, I was always their little sister, I got my own identity. You know, I made me. I wasn't, you couldn't duplicate it. You hear me? Thank them twice here. Thank them twice, kid. Thank them twice because telling you, my nigga, like, between the shit that our brothers were into that we were so closely affiliated with, that alone was stressful. Bam, Troy, Hope Sons, y'all don't understand the shit me and Kia had to put up with being y'all sisters. Y'all really, really don't understand. And thank you, Kia. And I will continue to do so till the dirt falls, my sister. It seems to work for me. It seems to work for me. So I'm just gonna let it do what it do, and I'm gonna continue to do so, man. You know, that's it. I don't want no beef. But yeah, like the fact that we learned how to cook, and we had microwaves and both. You know, I'm not gonna say, oh, we was living this ghetto fabulous, whatever. Our mothers just did the best that they could for us. You know, but at the same time, we were able to do for ourselves as well, which took a little bit of pressure off our moms. Like, nigga, we would go from house to house cleaning up, cooking dinners, doing laundry, doing hair. Hell, it got to a point we could do our mother's hair for them. I ain't fuck with the Jerry curl shit. I leave that to the professionals. You know, that shit used to hoop. I used to hate that shit. And you come over your house, like, nah, my mother ain't getting her hair done. Boofing. Exactly. 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 You know. And I like the fact that your brothers didn't creep me out. They wasn't creeps to me. You feel me? Sorry if mine was creepy to you. I apologize. That's the best I can tell you at this point. But you know I got the pictures to prove it too, bitch. Used to keep your shit moist though. Used to keep your shit moist though. You ain't had no dry curl. That's why I fucked with you. I couldn't, you know what I mean? You kept your shit moist. Cause nigga, you know, you could come over my house and go through all my mother. My mother kept a fucking whole shelf of curl shit. So you ain't never had to worry about not having no activator, no gel, none of that shit. Yeah. Baby hairs pop. You used to like the little tail in it. That was your shit. That was your shit. The rat tail was your shit. Yeah, but you thought you was sexy. Yeah. You was doing you though. It was cool. You was slim thick back then. Niggas was into that. It was the 80s, shorty. You was the right bill for that. You was the right bill for that. It's my set show. Like, I'm surprised you put up with me. I'm surprised you put like I don't know what it was. The older chicks got me. Y'all just got me better at certain times, better than, you know, the girls my age. Cause like I don't know, I couldn't be around VC and them the way I was around you and Rosie and Erica and fucking Mickey. I don't know. I don't know. It was just something about y'all. It was different. It was different. Especially you and Rosie. You know, you two motherfuckers. Yeah. Yes. That's what I think about us snow days, drinking hot chocolate, going back and forth, watching movies at each other's house, just fucking going to sleep, waking up, snowball fights. Like, it's the shit. That's why when I moved, yo, that's why people like, as far as Rika, like, that was my bitch, yo. You know, that was my boo. That was my boo. Like, everybody, you know, had their memories of her, and, you know, everybody had a different relationship with her. And I just know how I felt about her, and she felt about me, period. You know what I'm saying? So, I miss her. I tell Dietrich that all the time. Like, you know, we had our little whatever, whatever. Yeah, nigga. My little fat ass. Sometimes I could get up that bitch, and sometimes I couldn't. That big one down between fucking second and third. I used to be so fucking mad having to run and try to get up on that bitch all the time. Yeah, the green box. Oh, the green box. Oh, the green box was a motherfucker. Bitch, on them hot nights though, that is not where you wanted to be at. Fucking back of your legs be sweating. Your ass be ready. Boom! We down that bitch ready to blow up. We don't give a fuck. Bitches knocking over sodas and Slurpees on the bitch. Shit. Bitch kept motherfucking some 7-Eleven right. And that kid, do you remember how Hook used to let us just go on that bitch and go shopping? Excuse me. Oh my god. He ain't give a fuck. We would have money, especially me. I used like, oh man, go ahead. Nigga, you know I needed them Reese cups. You know I needed them Cool Ranch Doritos and that Slurpee. Listen, I was not hard to get along with. Okay? And yes, I am still like that about Slurpees right now. And yes, and I'm type 2 diabetic, but bitch, listen, it is not a game. Slurpees are my life. I told you that back in the 80s, and I mean that right in 2022. You don't believe me? Ask the husband. Nigga, I remember me and Richard got in an argument in a snowstorm behind a Slurpee. Shit is real. Shit is real. So yeah. See, Alan, no. When it's hot, you like, Pooh, where you at? 7-Eleven? Yo. Or just left. What you doing? Up, ready on 7-Eleven, get a Slurpee. Yes. Like, that whole, you know, the fact you just, you know, getting off the bus, getting on it, like, wow, what is this different? It's different. It's different. Like, everybody sees their neighborhood through their eyes, through a certain, you know, light. But, you know, it wasn't ill down Bywaters to be smart. That, I love you too, girl. If you at work, keep us healthy, baby. Team. But yeah, like it's okay. It was okay to be smart. And that's the one thing maybe that has been different than any other neighborhood. Like, you hear a lot of ignorance and, oh yeah, this so and so had you selling drugs. But the crazy part about it was It was niggas. It was niggas that was doing shit and they was still going to school though. And getting good grades though. Yeah, I would knock you the fuck out, but I had a 4.0 GPA. Who knew? Sorry. I ain't gonna be a dumb bitch. Just because I'm gonna beat you up because you think I'm a geek. That's what a lot of the misconception was. Like, yeah, I had to live in PG for 2 years. I did that shit. You know what I mean? And no, I wasn't welcome with open arms. I was just like thrown in a situation, and at the end, I met some new people, and I'm still cool with some of these people still right to this day. You know what I'm saying? Everything wasn't fucked up, but initially it was like, yo, just because my transcripts say Annapolis, where did I come from before Annapolis? I wasn't born and raised there. So then that became a thing, you know, trying to get reaccolated in the district side of me, having to come from Annapolis and go to PG again because it's not like I never went to school there or lived there before, but it's like I gotta come back to this, and I'm like, ho, allow me to reintroduce myself, but it goes from being alone coming to Annapolis, not going leaving Annapolis and being alone again. Nobody understood what I was dealing with. That shit is crazy. But made me into who I am today. That's why I don't take no shit. Because I had to do that shit on my own. I had no friends when I moved to Annapolis. I did. But not like no homegirls or, I guess I had to show and prove that I was worthy. I guess. But then I go back to these and they, oh, she'll, or whatever, her father police, and she this, she that, and y'all know, bitch. I'm a whole ignorant motherfucker that's just smart as shit, and I don't have a crew. I'm not gonna jump out here with a whole bunch of you motherfuckers, and ain't nobody got my back. Who had my back? Nobody. Who was gonna fight for me? Not a motherfucking soul. And anybody that would have fought for me ain't nowhere near going to Frederick Douglass Senior High School or James Madison Middle. So, yeah, motherfuckers thought I was a bitch or whatever. And then one day in 1992, a bitch decided she wanted to smack my face and violate my person. And I drug her dumbass. You know, it's sad and unfortunate, but that's what was the outcome at the time. I mean, I'm not sorry that I did it because I just felt like at that time I'd had enough. It's one thing to say something to me threatening me, but it's another thing to carry it out. So I was in self defense. It wasn't like I was looking for action. I was laughing and giggling and minding my motherfucking business. But that was a turning point in my life. Never again. Never again. I was gonna let nobody steal on me or come up in the grill. You ain't gonna do that. No. Because the next time it could have been a bitch trying to give me a $1.50 across my face. I would never get caught slipping like that again. At least not on purpose. I'm older now. That's different. I'm not, looking for that. But it's like, listen, certain things about people don't change, and certain environments still breed the same type of people. And unfortunately, you may be different and may come across those people in common areas. Shit could be different. Shit could be different. But I do want to say this before I leave because I need to talk about this. LL Cool J and his monument. Don't be hating on fucking James Todd Smith. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? That man has been in the rap game for decades, and whether it's musically, acting, or philanthropy or whatever it is, LL is still relevant right now. Most of you motherfuckers will never be nowhere near what the fuck. Let me tell you something about LL Cool J. Okay, this nigga started the whole rapper with Bentley shits. Let's be clear with that. Let's be clear with that. I am never like listen. Def Jam and LL Cool J here. That is fucking hip hop. Nigga got a mic tatted on his motherfucking arm, nigga. A mic. People may not respect LL and how his rhyme, his style, his approach on things. But I tell you one thing, whatever the fuck he was doing, he looked good while he was doing it. And some of you niggas would never be that. Little pointy head, whatever. The nigga, listen. It took him a while to embrace the bald head. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. But all his hats was on point. He always listen. Check his archives. Okay. And the nigga ain't a bad actor. Keep a TV show. Right. And everybody that swear to God they hate LL, I guarantee you it's at least one or two LL songs that you fuck with. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Because I'm going to tell you, any niggas in the 90s, any niggas in the early 90s, bitch, if you ain't like jingling, baby, fuck you. Because niggas used to dance back then, and that was a motherfucking dancer. And that was a party starter. You ain't fuck with jingling, baby? Fuck out of here. I'm bad. You ain't fuck with I'm bad? Niggas in DC fuck with I'm bad because Chuck did the go-go version of it. And that shit was fire. LL wrote his own shit though. And that's what a lot of you motherfuckers right to this day do not do. Do you know how much LL is worth right now in 2022? He's still worth over $100 million. Check tape. So for him to have a statue in Queens that play his music, that nigga deserved that. He deserved for the speakers to be bigger. How about that? Yes. Yes. And yes, LL love the ladies. You fucking right. Guess what? You ain't never heard about LL beating on no bitches. The fuck? And you ain't never heard about him taking no pussy. Guess what? That nigga was so fine, he ain't have to. It was being offered. It was being offered. If you a real nigga, you ain't gotta take it. That's where these clown goofies get it fucked up, man. So, y'all not gonna shit on LL? Because mama said knock you out. Talk about LL, we're gonna have an issue. We're gonna have an issue. Put some respect on his shit. Even if you're not an LL fan, thou shalt not speak negatively about James Todd Smith. Read between the lines. And I'm gonna hold me to that. I'm gonna put respect on respect. And that's what a lot of these youngins don't do. Nah, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna drag him. You're not gonna drag him. Let him be great. Give him his flowers while he here. Yeah, but if LL was dead, oh, that shit fire, yo, that shit fire. That nigga is a fucking inductee in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You understand what level of honor that is in the music industry? That nigga is like, he is like the Michael Jordan of hip hop for decades. Like he's just like, you're the Michael Jordan of hip hop. That's it. He just great as a motherfucker. Like, despite the fact of what the younger generation may think and what current people may think, like a nigga say, check his resume. Check his resume. You gotta respect the GOAT, man. You gotta respect the fucking GOAT. You got to. You got to. This man is in his 50s. And despite the fact that he got a wife, he could fuck 25-year-old bitches. He could. He could talk that big Willie shit and, and just be fucking all y'all kids and grandkids. He could. He could. He could. He really could. Like, for real. Ultimately, um, a couple of y'all wives could get got by motherfucking James Todd Smith. Listen. I'm just saying. I am married. I am happily married with my regular dagula schmagula because I'm regular dagula schmagula. You feel me? This game, recognized game. And LL did his thing, and people need to respect that shit. Cause that man's still here. It's been rap beef with him and other MCs, but he was able to live and tell the story. Unfortunately, a lot of these youngins ain't making it. Like, I'm so glad I don't want to rhyme no more. I'm done. I'm over it. This is why I do Brickhouse Radio Live. I can talk my shit. I still keep a high 16. But me making a career of being a rapper, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I'm cool, nigga. You getting shot and stabbed. Yeah, fuck that shit. I can't. Not your girl. I'm good. You know? No sense. Don't ask me nothing, nothing. I don't want it. I don't want it. Mm-mm. I don't want it. If it's, mm-mm. I don't want it. It ain't hot. It is not hot. You know, I respect all this that is still in the art. Don't think I'm shunning the game. It's just not for me. I'm 45. I can't run from a 45 right now. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Like I got like one little burst of speed, and you know, I don't want to have to feel like I need it all the time. You know, I don't want to feel like I need it all the time. Oh, I might have to use it today. Mm-mm. I just would like to be able to go to work and mind my business. That's it. You know. Well, we are coming to the last few moments of Brickhouse Radio Live. Um, I appreciate y'all ushering the new year. Speaking of usher, yo, dude beat the fuck out them niggas because they thought he was ushering. The fuck out of here. Yo, I can't. I cannot. I cannot. Listen, this is why I need to go back to yoga. I gotta get my chi. Shit is out of pocket. I gotta get my chi right. Because y'all know I'm Jesus adjacent. Right? I'm something like Jesus. So once I get myself together, everything around me gonna come together. Gotta get my just I've been going through some old lady shit. The little night sweat thing, it just does something to me. So it drains me. So it just makes it harder for me to do yoga in the morning. And I like to do it in the morning, to get me, to get me going, get me motivated, keep me going through the day, So I'm gonna get back to that. You know what I mean? Because I did put on a little 10, 15 pounds or so because I stopped smoking the cigarettes. So I knew that was gonna happen, but I don't want it to get out of control, and I know that's good for my soul. So yeah, it works everything, and it keeps me balanced. It keeps me balanced. So I definitely appreciate the new year. Look out. It is what the fuck Wednesday. What the fuck is snow? It's gonna snow. It's gonna snow some more. Y'all, please be careful out here in these streets. Please make sure you do not be riding around this motherfucker with a little teensy bits of gas in your car because you don't know what's gonna happen with this bad weather. Please have all emergency kits. Like fat bitches, this is where you come into play. Okay? This is where you come into play. For all the bitches that fuck around and talk slick about fat bitches, I bet you what, if they car gets stranded, them bitches probably got a Gatorade in that bitch. They got a couple waters in that bitch. They got some snacks or some fucking Cheetos. They got something, a fruit bar, something in that motherfucker. Y'all better stop sleeping on us. We are survivors, baby. Fat bitches are survivors. We don't worry about a whole bunch of materialistic shit. We worry about survival. Yeah. So I will see you all next week, Lord willing. Thank you for tuning into Brickhouse Radio Live, the 2022 with the Funk Wednesday. Our first show for the new year, baby. There's more bullshit to come because you never know where I'm going to be at. Okay? Okay. Brickhouse Radio Live 2022, babe. Cam out.